Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Witches of the Moon. I am Dia, aka Ori of RoyalWaces.com, and I am one of your hosts, one of your weekly hosts on this channel. And this week we're talking about blood magic. For me, I think I want to take this in a different direction, only because, I am both for and also against blood magic, depending on the way it's obtained from the actual person. Not necessarily an animal, but from an actual human being. I've dealt in counseling centers and rehab for a lot of people who are cutters, so blood magic is kind of near and dear to my heart. When it comes to that particular aspect, I always say obtain it organically. You don't have to actually cut yourself for it. There's others, so I guess the way I want to go is how to still use blood magic per se without actually using blood. There are lots of things you can use that can represent blood. There's dove's blood, there's dragon's blood, there's different herbs you can use. One herb I like to use to represent blood is calamus. Probably saying it wrong. Calamus. I like to use that to represent. I'm trying not. Oh my God, I'm getting the hiccups. What's going on? What is going on? Okay, so I like to try to use that to represent blood. Well, in blood magic, what you're really doing is you're taking that person's that spiritual essence, that spiritual signature of them, and you're using that to connect that person to the work or connect you to the work. So in saying that, we all know there's other body parts that still have that actual DNA. There's fingernail clippings, which is actually, for those who don't know, the fingernails is still part of the skeletal system. That's still part of your DNA. Teeth, you have children's baby teeth or your teeth if they're falling out or whatever. Saliva, genital fluids, hair. I already said nails, toenail clippings. Your skin. When if you scratch, you get a little skin in your nails because skin does shed. You can use that. For those who have eczema, you have dead skin more than a lot of people. You can use that. For those for different various reasons, get calluses and you shave the calluses down, you can use the flakes from that. I know it sounds gross, but this is the life we chose, okay? Or the life that chose us. Whatever. We can use these things. If you have dry, scaly feet and you are shaving the dead skin off your feet, you can also use that because that still has your DNA in it. There's still skin cells. You can use snot. I've used somebody's earwax before from their ear. Hey, there's a lot of different ways to still use a representation of blood magic and still get the same results. As far as herbs, one of the herbs I like to use is calamus. I'm probably saying it wrong, so I say everything wrong. Calamus, I think that's how you spell it. That's one of the ones I personally like to use. I also have used angelica root to also represent blood magic. Basically, there's much more to say to it because to me, like, blood magic to me has been commercialized or what's the word? Like, it's been like more of an entertainment thing or a wow factor as an actual practical use these days, or at least the way that that I learned it. Because blood magic for me, the way I learned it was more so in animal sacrifices for different things, and it's a whole big thing. It's a whole big ritual. You're not just killing the animal, taking the blood, splattering it somewhere, and boom, you're done. No, it's a whole big thing. You have to clean the animal, feed the animal, pray over the animal, talk to the animal, cleanse the animal. You have to kill the animal in a certain way. You have to pray over the animal while it's being killed. You have to drain the blood, use that, and then the animal's not just thrown away. The animal's actually taken, is prepared, and some is given to deities, spirits, ancestors. Others for what you eat. Some is left whole and buried, given back to the earth. Like, it's a whole big thing for me when it comes to that. As far as personal blood magic, like I already stated, all the different ways that you can still do blood magic. I think I already said it. I'm pretty sure I already said it. From my background of where I came in and being a CNA and being in the health academy, so I said health academy in the health field. I wasn't in the health academy in high school though. Being in the health field, different ways and forms, especially seeing people go through therapy and things like that, mental health issues. I've been around a lot of people who are cutters, so I'm not really for cutting to get in the blood, especially if you're a woman. We have monthly cycles. If you do not have monthly cycles, just spit. I mean, most of us are clumsy anyway, so we're going to eventually cut ourselves on something. So just take that little tissue, save it. Take the little tissue, save it, and use it when you need it. Now, I know there's some people who say, you should use fresh blood. And yes, if you go according to science, it should be fresh blood, because what you're really looking for is the plasma in the blood, not necessarily the red blood cells, but when you spin the blood, it separates. It gets like white and red. It's really the white part that you're looking for. And that's why they say you should use fresh blood. However, when you go into the magical side of it, you can use both or representations of it, which is why you use other different parts, like I said. Skin cells, teeth, hair, genital fluids. Depending on what you're doing, you can also use urine or feces too. So, just saying. Look, this life ain't all peaches and cream. Sometimes when things ain't get done, and that's all you got. You gotta do what you got to do. But yeah, I guess I'm really rambling on as far as blood magic. I really wanted to take this video more so what you can take it to what you can use if you cannot cut yourself, because there are some people who are diabetics where they don't heal as fast, or they may have some other issues with that, so they can't use their own blood. Maybe some women who no longer menstruate or have problems with their periods. Of course, men don't get periods, so there's that. There's that, and there's other ways that you can still do the same thing. And that's where I wanted to go with the video, and I hope I covered it. If not, you got any questions, pop those questions down there in the comment section below. If you have any comments, pop that in the comment section below. Don't forget to watch everybody's videos. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. But what you doing with your life? This ain't the first video you watch, and if it is, it won't be the last. So subscribe and stay blessed to be a blessing, and I'll see you next week. Peace.